Hey guys, we're back, and I'm Kingdom SOS, and
I'm .destROY.
And let's get this
Part 2.
Part 2 started.
So we saw part 1, and the stuff that we laid out, we said this video would be too large, so here's a part 2, and then we said we'd do it after, so here we are doing the part 2. Now, we did talk about items, but we seem to leave their best qualities that make them who they are out. They're swords. Now I have here a bunch of Master Swords, but guys, there was a picture that I had, but due to stuff I couldn't use it, but Link has varieties of sword, to the Gilded Sword, to the Kokiri Sword, to the Master Sword, to the Great Fairy Sword, to the Big Goron Sword, to the golden and pink upgrades in Link to the Past and Link Between the Worlds. He has such amazing swords that you just can't beat.
Well, Sora, on the other hand, has hundreds and hundreds of swords. Well, Keyblades, to be exact. His most famous one being the Kingdom Key, the one that he starts off with in every game. He has many swords varying in aerial combos, strength, magic, and MP.
Now I did leave one more, but that's for a different thing. There is the Fierce D sword, but that's a transformation. I'm not gonna talk about that quite yet, because there's dual Keyblades that will fight with that, but for now, this is a sword fight. So, now here's something that ours are different from. When you wield the Keyblade, you know there's one. No one. You got guys like Riku, Xehanort, and all these evil guys who hold the Keyblade. No one can hold Master Sword unless they're a true hero. Guys like a villain can't hold it. Like for you, what's his name? Comes along Xehanort and takes the Keyblade. I got this, but Ganondorf can't take that Master Sword because he can't pull it out of the stool because he's not a true hero. He cannot wield it. I guarantee even Sora couldn't wield it because he's not even a true hero.
Well, you're actually wrong about one thing that you said there. Riku doesn't have a Keyblade. Only one of the Chosen, one of the Purest of Heart, also known as Sora, and one of the Darknesses can hold a Keyblade. And also Axel, for some reason, has one, but the main two, Xehanort has the Dark X-Blade, and Sora can hold any other Keyblade.
Link, though, does yours do this? Link's Master Sword is the only sword that can repel the power of evil. He used a Kokiri Sword that won't damage again. The Big Goron Sword, Great Fairy Sword, like on these things. You can use all these swords, but unless you take the golden, the pink, or the regular Master Sword upgraded versions, the regular, that's the only thing that is going to stop evil. It'll banish evil. One slice will destroy evil. Even if you fought Xehanort, that one slice from Link, he banished the evil.
Well, it's the same with Sora's Keyblade, because in the starting Kingdom Hearts 1, spoiler warning by the way, you start off with a wooden sword and it gets taken over by shadows, and well, we all know them.
Alright.
And when he hits them, it doesn't affect them until you find the Keyblade, when you can wreck them all.
Alright, spoiler for Ocarina of Time Wind Waker. In other games you smack Ganon. As soon as he stabs them in the head, in Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker, they're done. They're gone because that repels evil. But I talked about swords. He's still going to stay on the Keyblade front because of stuff like that. But this guy over here says he can shoot magic at me and stuff, but I got something called the Shield of the True Heroes. The Hylian Shield. That will, I've seen worse with that sword. I know a sword can shoot. I've seen you play the game. I know a sword can shoot out of his Keyblade what type of magic he has. But I've seen worse get thrown at Link, and him just put his shield out and it doesn't affect him. So that's the Hylian Shield. Whatever you throw at me, you'll put that thing out and come at me, bro.
Well, Sora has many shields too on his magic. He has Arrow, which shields him from any damage. Well, he can take a little bit with like high damage things, but there's this other one that's like a mirror shield, except surrounds his whole body. If you hit him from the back, it'll bounce back at you. Front, sides, it blocks him all over, and if he doesn't have enough MP, he can just use his Keyblade to reflect anything.
You want to bring up like reflecting stuff? The mirror shield. I mean, if blocking everything you can throw at me wasn't enough, the mirror shield will just reflect it right back at you. And do not even try to say I can reflect it back at you too. No one plays tennis better than Link in video games. Sora could try, but no one beats Link at tennis.
Well, then clearly you haven't played the start of Kingdom Hearts 3D, because you play tennis.
Well, then clearly you haven't played every Zelda game boss ever.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing that I know.
So, bring it on for tennis. But that was a shield talk. Now I'm showing the Goron sword, but I'm going to talk about the Master Sword. So, you bring all these Trons, you bring these George of the Jungle, whatever Tarzan things. These are Disney Keyblades things. I got the Master Sword. I'll slice those in half. Bring me a Keyblade that's worthy. Bring me what's that? The
X-Blade?
The X-Blade. That thing wouldn't hold its own against the Master Sword.
It would demolish it. It holds its own against the fierce deity sword.
You guys just didn't see my reaction, but it was a face of, nigga, are you deaf? Are you dumb? What? Okay, but now we're going to these transformation things. Link. Oh no, he in the Majora's Mask has a lot of other masks, but I mean, what are the three main? Sora Link can swim amazingly underwater, shoot his sides of his arms as boomerangs. Goron Link can roll around Terminal like badass, and has tons of strength. And Deku Link may seem like a scrub to you, but nigga, he will make a scrub out of you.
Oh well, for saying all that, Sora has some foreign forms for himself. He has 4 forms, all of which are amazing. He has knowledge, power, final, and master form.
I thought he had one more.
He does, but this is only in the final mix. It is limit form, and it also looks badass. And if you want to know my favorite, it is final form Sora. Dual wielding. He doesn't even have to touch the Keyblades to
Now
wreck
you're talking
someone.
about like final Sora, and do you see who I got up on the screen? Fierce Deity Link. No question, doubt about it. He is known as God when he has this mask on. Now, he doesn't need anything but to be Fierce Deity with that badass sword, with being him about 11 foot tall. He can just kick Sora, but no, he's bringing it to a fight. He destroy that dual Keyblade. What are you gonna do with a merged sword to a key as a sword?
Well, that doesn't really matter because when he's in final form, he doesn't even have to use his hands to control the Keyblade. He can whoop your ass without even using his hands. He can float. And best of all, his Keyblades that he uses, a light Keyblade and a dark Keyblade.
Link,
the Oath Keeper, just letting you know, my favorite Keyblade of all time.
Fierce Deity Link can lock onto people, and his beam does not waste magic. Yeah, it doesn't take up magic. He can be ducking, going this side, shooting beams at this nigga.
Well, that's
Final Form Sora gets destroyed.
Guess what? Final Form Sora can do the exact same thing. No magic, and he can shoot 10 times as quick as Fierce Deity.
Now you're leaving something else. He has Nairu's Love, which gets him more strong, and a protection shield. That means Sora be shooting all these things as final Sora back. It's not affecting him, and he's back. No, it isn't, the Little Mermaid boy. It ain't doing nothing. And then he can put on that Fierce Deity mask, makes him 10 times stronger with the strength, plus the Nairu's Love strength, with the barrier around him. And then he could do the thing that every other character does. Touch the Triforce. Grant any wish. He could say this wish. Make me invincible. Or make me God. It's not enough that he already isn't. You know what he do, Sora? Done.
Well, right before he could do any of that, put on any items, he would have to pause, obviously. But right before that, Sora could just use his magic called Stop and kill him in an instant without him even seeing.
You can't even do that because Link stops time when he uses the Ocarina. He could travel back in time to when Sora's little bitch ass was created, and then be like, oh, look at this baby. Because Link doesn't hesitate to kill. It's a baby, it's an orphan, it's a homeless guy, it's a normal human being. Stab, takes his sword out, walks away like a badass,
Yeah, but it's
young
easier.
Young Link could do this. Adult Link could do this. Fierce Deal, name any Link, they'd all do it. They all have the balls to.
Yeah,
this
but
Little Mermaid boy.
right before any of that would happen, Sora can use magic much quicker than Link can play a song. That would take him forever. And, well, Sora would just stop time before that, because he can use magic much quicker, and when he's in final form, he has basically unlimited MP. He can use it as much as he wants, and right before he can teleport to the past, and he can kill him.
He has it the magic too. Okay, but that's that. They still have another form. Now, this really isn't a form of Link. This is more so like it kind of is, because when you fight on Street Pass Links in the World, you get to fight another character, and he gets to be Shadow Link. So you can count it as a form. Shadow Link has the exact things as Link, so he's the exact things, except for the fact that he's a repelled of darkness, so he doesn't hesitate to do stuff even that Link. If you think Link's badass because he doesn't hesitate to do anything, this one just extends that.
Well, since you're talking about people who are ruthless, Sora in anti-form doesn't care what he does. He doesn't even know what he's doing. He's barehanded and can rip your head off in a blow. He will murder anyone in his path. He doesn't care what he does.
Alright. But then we have Wolf Link and Lion Sora.
We all know who the winner of this is.
Okay.
It's quite obvious that it's actually Link. We all know that a lion can't beat a wolf.
We just have to put this out here. A lion could beat a wolf, but except that he's not an adult, and the way he works. Wolf Link is mostly Wolf Link throughout the game, whereas Lion Sora is only for like a world. And plus, he can sniff anyone down, so like that's something he could use. Sora could be miles away, and if he's already fought him as Wolf Link, he could have got the scent of him, and then he has the scent of Sora. Where did Sora go? I mean, it's not enough that I don't have a compass, but if my compass is broken, I got Wolf Link to do this with, and he's got Midna with him too. So I mean, bring it.
I know that Link would win in this fight, but imagine if Sora was a grown-up and he had this. It would be a much more even fight.
Could be in Kingdom Hearts 3, but yeah. Thoughts? How do you guys like our Link versus Sora? Comment down below in my video whose side you're on, or on his video. His video's gonna get a bunch of Sora, mine's gonna get a bunch of Link, but who cares? Whose side are you guys on? In the end,
who do you think won?
They're both effective franchises. I don't hate Kingdom Hearts. I'm just standing my ground that I think Link is better.
And I don't hate Legend of Zelda. They're both good game franchises.
Yeah, and they're both amazing game franchises. So this isn't a place to go in the videos and be like, I know, right? Doesn't Kingdom Hearts just suck? I don't want to say that in my comments. I want to see Link would win and why. That's why I don't want to see in the comments. That's what I want to see.
Same with me, except the opposite. Obviously not saying Legend of Zelda will suck, because it doesn't. It's actually a good game series.
I played
the starting of one game, and it's good. I
played Destiny Islands Kingdom Hearts 1.
Dungeon. Yeah, and he raced Riku. He almost did it.
Yeah, but yeah. In the end, this was a good video. And how'd you guys like Kingdom Hearts and Ft.destROY collabing?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, and bye.
Peace out, heroes, and for him, I guess, Heartless.